Hi, I'm Andrew McIntyre. I'm from Morris Hargreaves McIntyre. We're a UK-based audience insight agency, but we work with organisations large and small throughout Europe and, in fact, internationally.
Can you tell us a bit more about what you found out on potential audiences and the fact that we were focusing too much on our already committed audience?
Yeah, what we found is that actual audiences for concerts are the usual suspects. They're the same people over and over again. If you actually look wider into the population, you'll find lots of people who have been to concerts but not for some time. And the dominant practices in arts marketing, whether it's whatever efforts that independent ensembles can do, or whether they're relying on traditional concert halls and venues to do it for them, tend not to reach beyond the usual suspects. And so the biggest audience group out there are people who are ex-visitors, ex-attenders, people who used to come but have lapsed and are not coming anymore. But if you go and talk to those people, you find out that they're quite interested in attending, but they are not, there's no relationship. We're not reaching out to them, and they're not finding out about things, and so they just happily get on with their lives without attending.
Can you tell the independent ensembles a bit more about marketing and why it is not an evil word?
Well, I think that music and ensembles and concerts existed for an awfully long time before marketing was invented. And for hundreds of years, people have been getting audiences to come and engage with their music. Marketing promised us a kind of scientific way of doing it, and started to collect names and addresses and to write particular kinds of leaflets and brochures and letters and emails in particular ways. What marketing has achieved is it's increased the frequency of the usual suspects. It's done that really impressively. But what it's failed to do is to keep the reach out into the wider audience. So we effectively have a smaller number of people coming more often. And that's because marketing always works on the principle of efficiency. What's the most tickets we can sell for the least investment? Whereas audience engagement should work on the principle of effectiveness. How can we reach out and engage the most people? These are two very different approaches, which is why in the end marketing is quite self-limiting for arts organisations. And I think that we're moving into a world now that's beyond marketing. I think arts marketing is dead, and long live the audience. So we need to find new ways to engage more directly and more personally with our existing audiences, but with the audiences that we don't have. And marketing as a philosophy is not the way to do it. There are lots of techniques and tricks that you can learn from marketing that you can use in your publicity, but really this is about us engaging with people on a personal level.
And to conclude, can you tell us a bit more why you're personally so excited about audience engagement and what it means to you?
I suppose that we're fascinated by people. That's what has led us to set up the agency and to work in the way we do. We work exclusively for arts and cultural organisations, and we help them to understand audiences' needs and motivations. And a lot of research that we've done has led us to create a segmentation system called culture segments, which we've published for free so that the sector can benefit from it. And culture segments really shows how there are 8 different groups of people, 8 different types, if you like, that engage or want to engage with us or potentially might engage with us for different reasons and have different sets of needs and motivations. And these are way beyond the usual suspects. And so if we can understand who these people are, how they want to engage with us, how we can be relevant to them and their lives, that's insight that really allows us to make those connections. And so we're just really excited by the fact that we've developed this system and that people are starting to use it. We've deliberately made it available for free because we think that it should be used by everybody. Obviously, there are organisations who want to take that further and will pay us for more advice and so on. Which so we make our living out of it. That's fine. But we particularly wanted to publish this for free, so that people that maybe don't have those resources can benefit from it too.